Hey, Poople Stars. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Shay Renee. And I want to welcome everybody back to my channel, back to a new show, back to a new week. Let's get it, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Listen, y'all. So, okay. First things first, okay? First things first. I gotta clarify something with y'all for real, because like when I tell y'all the Holy Spirit been on my head ever since I said it, for real. So I gotta come back and clarify something today. Okay, it just is what it is. Let me see. Let me make sure my volume is all the way turned up. I like Roscoe. Listen to this, y'all. So, yesterday I made a mistake by telling y'all that, like, when I say F you and God bless you, it's all the same. That's not what I meant. And I hate that I didn't take time to clarify right then and there. I hate that. I hate when that happens, should I say. But you know how sometimes you just in conversation and you just keep going. But even though you know, like you made a mistake or something didn't necessarily come out right. Like, yeah, that's what that is. So I really want to clarify that. Like, no, this is the thing. When I say F someone, you know what I'm saying? The Christian in me will come back over the top and be like, you know what, God bless him. You know what I'm saying? My bad, my bad. You know what I'm saying? My bad. God, you see? I said that. No, for real. No, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the best way to explain it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, I've been and said F somebody, you know what I'm saying? And then, I'll come over the top and try to make it right, if that makes sense. Um, so that's what I meant. It's not all the same. I don't equate it as the same. But I do feel like it's like a period. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain, but like, yeah, like I was telling y'all, it's one of them things where it's like I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Man, God bless. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's like being done. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Done with the conversation, the situation, the thought, whatever it is. That's just all it is. So I really, 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 really had to clarify that because it was on my mind. There's something on my mind. That was on my mind, y'all. So I had to clarify that today. Okay, it just is what it is. I had to get that right. Yeah, now, like Jesus said. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get it right. First of all, my energy seems, you know, it is what it is. My energy just seems like on the calmer side, and I'm like, uh, I don't want to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, first of all, thank you, Jesus. I'm happy to be up, happy to be getting going, blessed to still be doing my thing. Off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. But I don't know, like I just feel so relaxed, which is, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's cool. I take it. I definitely take that over, feeling some type of way. Or when I like angry or sad or stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just feel real relaxed this morning. like I had a spa appointment yesterday evening. Ooh, speaking of the spa. Hey, that sounds so nice. Um, hey, Booba Stars. It's your girl Sharonay, and I want to welcome y'all back to my channel. What's up with y'all? How are y'all feeling? How is everyone who is listening? How's your mood? I hope your mood is intact, so to speak. Or um if not great, at least okay, I'll take okay. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll take okay. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I take okay any day. Yeah, nah, truth is just, I mean, really seriously, just any day, any dang all day. So shout out to that. Um, oh my God. So just a quick update before we go ahead and start getting into an official show this morning. Um, so my books are officially open, okay, for anyone who may be looking for somebody to hold their slot, host um at their house. It is what it is. You need a house. Do you need a house sitter? It just is what it is. Let me know. Send me an email. Send me the details. Send me your budgets. Okay, and let's get going. It just is what it is. I'll come over there and get it right. Okay, it just is what it is. I come over there and turn it up. So shout out to that. My books is officially open, and if you're looking for anyone to, just get it popping on your uh platform. I am available for some hostings. Okay, it just is what it is. Send me the details and your budgets. Okay, and let's work. It is what it is. You know. Mm, 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 mm. Period. And for you, I got la 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 la. So anyway, don't forget you can email all that information to shayrenee23 at yahoo.com, okay? And you can also send me a DM on Instagram. And my comment section is all one word. I made it easy. So shout out to that. What else is going on? I'm trying to see. I was telling y'all yesterday. So I had did my hair treatment over the weekend. Yep, truth is, I sure did. And the hair is thriving. But y'all know, I've been telling y'all that. It's just like I don't know. I don't know why it's so surprising to me. It is what it is, though. It's just Just it has really been so crazy to me, and such a blessing, to just watch my hair grow back out. It's crazy. I'm loving it though, like McDonald's has said. And what else? Shoot, I'm trying to think. It was one more thing I want to tell y'all about my hair though. Before I get out of here on that. Oh, it's just soft. It's getting real soft these days. That's what that is. Really, really soft, especially in some spots. Now, remember I was saying, I put a texturizer on, and after my texturizer, my texture changed, a little bit. But I just feel like my ends got way more frizzy or something like that. But yeah, which I'm scheduled to cut soon. They want you to cut your ends a lot. Ooh, they do. They want you to cut your ends a lot. I don't know how I feel about that. Um, I don't know how I feel about that part. I just was recently on a post about it, and yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep reading and researching and getting other people's collecting, gathering information before I do my next trim. Because I feel like I just had one. Like, I don't know, probably like no more than 60 days ago. So I don't know. But they be wanting you to get it like 8 weeks, every 8 weeks, which I'm thinking more like 12. I'm thinking more like 12, but I really don't know. Um, and the next time I go in, I'm gonna just ask the girl that trims my ends what she thinks. I'll just ask her what she recommends. But I know they just it's just too often, if that makes sense to me, child. But anyway, the hair is thriving, period, and yeah, loving it. Back to putting it in a bun. And I already told y'all yesterday, just moving a little bit different this time. It is what it is. Just moving way different. Like literally, my hair stays in a bonnet now. That's just different for me. Off the rip. Yeah. Now the truth is, like I be looking like Beetlejuice about the head. Before I, put a bonnet on. But lately, I've been putting my hair in a bonnet. It is what it is. Take my bun down, put it right in the bonnet. Let's go. So anyway, that's what's going on with the hair journey. It's thriving. As it should, okay? So shout out to that. Um, Child, what else is going on? So, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I need to like scoot up, get comfortable. I'm gonna be here for a while, a whole little minute. So hit the like button. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put y'all on a brief hold though. All right, so just some quick topics that I did want to talk to y'all about. Before we officially get into a show. So, Megan the Stallion is something's going on with her and Milagro. Um, to where Megan the Stallion is pressing, yeah, like a nail, plastic nail, baby. She is pressing for Milagro to cough up her money. Yeah, she want her some money, baby. Yeah, she's like Rihanna. Y'all should know me now. Pay me what you owe me, child. It just is what it is. Throw on a remix. uh, uh, so shout out to that. But like, listen, and then so some people start calling Megan broke, and I saw others saying it's about the principal, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, like Janet said, I think it's the principal. I really do. It just is what it is. You know, just like it was the principal when Nicki Minaj sued that other lady. It just is what it is, and won 75K. You know, from a lady living in a hotel room, child. It just is what it is. Like, listen, um, you pay where you play. Okay, the judges is saying you pay wherever you played. Okay, that's what. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what's gonna happen. Mm. The truth is, that's why I really like, yeah, I'm very cautious when it comes to bumping my gums. Yeah, no, truth is, okay, it just is what it is. Um, mm, mm, extremely cautious when it comes to bumping my gums. Okay, it just is what it is, child. So anyway, yeah, I don't think Megan is broke. I think Megan is chasing after the principal. Now I will say this though. I will say this. Yeah, because I got. Um, I don't know. Listen, Beyonce was just, out here acting like Megan. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Beyonce was just out here doing right about the same thing. Mama Tina too. It just is what it is. Cause remember, I was like, why is Mama Tina selling gumbo anyway? Like, what? Take the what and leave the what? I'm sorry. I'm like, I thought she do hair and costumes. The hell? I'm like, now listen, she didn't did the wrong kind of pop up, or I like listen, I'm not gonna go back down memory lane, but I had a whole lot to say about the gumbo. Okay, so shout out to that. But I'm just saying, so mm, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, and they all around the same proximity. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the word, but that's what I want to use right now. It's a filler. But like, nah. I mean, I don't know. It's giving. Mm, they all every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. Shout out to their stock. Them and their stock. Okay. Period. Um, it just it seems on point with the branding. Okay, shoot. And I take a step right now before I get out of here. Folks don't have to be doing to me. It's just my personal opinion. People don't have to be doing bad to want their money. It is what it is. If you owe me, pay me. Period. Sure. For real. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if it was 25. It's gonna be the principle. Now I ain't saying I'm finna chase you down and jump on your back. Okay? I ain't saying I'm gonna jump on your back. But I'm $25. But what I am saying is if you want me $25, you know what I'm saying? I'm listen, when you give it to me, like it's I might go get me a box of chicken. It just is what I might go buy me a box of chicken. with it. Period. You know what I'm saying? And pay for the sides. You know, just is what it is. That ain't number food on the table. The little low, you know. And it is what it is. Like people be wanting their money, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. And I'm not gonna ever necessarily, just automatically jump to oh my goodness, they broke, they doing so bad, just because they asking for that money. It is what it is. I'm not gonna feel like that. Y'all gonna feel like that? Yeah, I don't feel like that. Especially because like they acting like Milagro is Megan's kinfolk or something. No, Milagro said she kin to Beyonce. And I don't know why that's so funny to me. Well, shout out to her. Ooh, shoot. And shout out to that. Um, but she said Beyonce. Shoot, not Megan. So it's like, pay that girl. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Pay that girl, Milagro. Y'all know what that reminded me of when I said that. Pay that girl. It reminded me of when that man in that purple suit. What? Nah, nah, nah. No, Megan had on the purple suit. My bad. When that man was yelling at Megan, tried tore like his child. I was mad. But that's what that remind me of. Just get an extra job. You know what it is. Try get an extra job and pay that girl. You know, I take it a step further. You are in the content creating space, so make it come up. It is what it is. Go or host a couple of fish fries. It is something like you cooking up. You cook it up. It is what it is. Like, yeah, you're selling plates. You're doing what you can, and to get this girl her body. Hmm. So shout out to it just is what it is. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just hey. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, okay? You see, I'm biased here. I ain't on nobody's side. And I'm trying to help Milagro out. It just is what it is. Ain't nobody got time. Sure. To be in no debt. And then I take it a step further. I don't know how serious this stuff is. So that's another thing too. Like, shit. Ain't nobody trying to get in trouble, either. Don't nobody want to be in jail. None of that. Hey, unless you can clear that schedule. It just is what it is. Some people, I'm just saying, you got some people who be like, man, look at that. Oh Lord, y'all know the daddies that go do the 6 months. It is what it is. Um, so anyway, shout out to them, shout out to that. Then what else is going on these internet streets? I'm trying to think. Oh, Clive Davis passed away. Did I tell y'all that? I feel like I told y'all that already. I can't remember if I did or didn't. So anyway, let's circle the block on that. Oh, listen. Word on the curb is Clive Davis, music exec. Clive Davis has passed away at 94 years old. Um, and I'm just, with all the foolery that's been going on in the entertainment business, y'all make sure y'all scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. I am not surprised. I'm not. Especially because Clive was 94, you know. Um, so I don't know. I guess we should have expected it, but it's just weird timing. Does that make sense? I mean, almost like even I don't know. It felt weird even saying it because people pass away at all different times, But I don't know because I definitely felt the same way about Quincy Jones, but Clive Davis is he has passed on, and it will be interesting to see, all of everything that's going to come out. Yeah, Clive, because I can tell you right now. Yes. Okay. The folks, like, people are so, like, ugh, it's hard to explain. But, like, people want to know. It is what it is. People want to know about Clive. They want to know everything. Okay. People is waiting for his life story to come out. And I'll take it a step further. Ooh, Hollywood is something, ain't it? Mm, baby, it's something, something. Because, you know, um, I don't know how to explain it, but in other words, you know, well, I guess that's just that is definitely not just a Hollywood thing. Let me just say, but people be controlling stuff from the dead, just imagine planning your life, okay? So much so to where you did planned it out to the T, even like the afterlife a little bit, like because it is what it is. Clive passed away, and then seemingly his team or his estate, has already been putting out information. And it's crazy because I think it's going to keep happening, okay? And, you know, I just, I'm not saying anything, nothing positive, nothing negative about it. It's just, I'm just taking notes, so to speak. But yeah, y'all, that was crazy to me. That's a little crazy. Just the way that they operate. But I do kind of understand it, sitting here thinking about it with y'all, of course, because um it's so hard to explain. But in other words, um, when a lot of people pass away, um, they pass on, but it's almost like the brand still lives, so to speak. You know? So they still be making money and stuff like that, which is crazy. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I ain't got nothing bad to say. But with that being said, they still be needing protection. The brand does in order for it to thrive. So, child, it just is what it is, y'all. Like in other words, I wouldn't expect. I don't know. I really, really, really don't know what to expect. I just feel like, yeah, there might be like a lot of protections in place. Okay, for Clive Davis, it just is what it is. I'm telling y'all now. When like when I was doing the whole Diddy thing, because remember I covered the whole Diddy trial live too at that. Shout out to that and shout out to Lil on me. I sure did. Child, what the heck I was doing. Baby, I just had a pen and a notepad, and yeah, it just is what it is. We was doing that damn thing, so shout out to that. But like when I was doing the Diddy's dealing with the Diddy situation, when he was dealing with the legal situation with him and Cassie and fighting for his life or whatnot. I realized that Diddy has, you know, paperwork, alleged paperwork in place that, it's like, hey, protect my name. Even in death, you know, don't say this and don't say that. So like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, Hollywood is not like it is what it is. It's a place inside of a place. Yeah, nah, it is what it is. And I take it a step further. Different rules apply over there too. Yeah, now truth is what it is. Different rules are gonna apply. Okay, but like, yeah, just FYI for everybody who because I mean, I want to know things about Clive too. Okay, it just is what it is. But I also was wondering like, what did he got to say? Like, oh, I would love to know what did he got to say. And then I take it a step further. I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear what Diddy got to say because honestly, that's another thing too. I just feel like whatever Diddy says, like for instance, let's say Diddy was to put out a statement today. Man, that ain't gonna be the same thing that he would say if he was just talking in a room amongst people that he trusts, or people that he really know, you know. Um, so like, yeah, I would love to like hear what Diddy really uh has to say about Clive. Um, and it would be interesting to hear what he really thinks about him too, you know, and like where they were and stuff like that. Because remind you, Clive was 94. He was 94, meaning he probably hasn't really been just too present, you know, um, with life, so to speak. Like, I don't know. At 94, you just don't have a lot in common with somebody in their 50s. It just is what it is. So, uh, but yeah, even still, I would have loved to hear what Clive had to say about the stuff that was going on with Diddy. Like if he was in his right mind, but again, he probably wasn't like that for real. It just is what it is. Folks get old. Child, they definitely get old. So anyway, uh, yes, y'all. Who stars right on the cloud, right on the carpet? Clive Davis has passed away. It's crazy though, cause it was still shocking. You know what I'm saying? 94 years old. I was still shocked. Uh, but that's life, or should I say, yeah, that's life and death, so to speak. It's just a shocking thing. Always. But anyway, so trying to think what else is going on these internet streets before we officially get into a show and start talking about Blueface. Blueface is cry. He is something else. Yes, child. He is something. I told y'all, I was like, the other day I was asking y'all, I said, so which one is, more entertaining? Blueface or the polygamist? You know what I'm saying? I was basically trying to ask y'all, Um, and I really don't know. Cause let me tell you something, and that should, tell you, like that is very telling. It is because the polygamist was good. Yes, let's talk about it. I'm on the last episode now, child, and I feel like it was so good. I didn't start dragging it out. Yeah, now truth is, cause I uh could have been there and finished it. I just didn't stop watching, child, at the last episode for whatever reason, but it was good. The polygamist was good. It was good. Shout out to whoever uh worked on it, and had their hands in that. Like round of applause. For real, for real. Um that's one of the best things that I have saw on TV in a while, so to speak. And let me take it a step further too. Uh That's what I be talking about. Yes, yes, yes. No, y'all, let's talk about it. That's exactly what I be talking about on a daily basis, too. I talk about how, you know, that I feel like TV is in the dumps, okay? And it needs some fresh, um, I'm saying fresh new talent. And so I'm like, hey, Hollywood, we knocking. This fresh new talent. Baby, we knocking. So let us see. We knocking, baby. So let us in. And I just would love to know like all the details. Yeah, now truth is I need all the details on the polygamist. I wanna know like new people or old people. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they did that. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, like I just feel like when you, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like, listen, Hollywood is just one of those places where it's seemingly okay, gate kept, you know, and so like I get it, if I had to, guess, and use my common sense, so to speak. I mean, I can believe it's lots of people in Hollywood that haven't got their just due, so to speak. You know. So, like for instance, me, right? Here I am saying Hollywood needs new talent. You know, it needs uh, a fresh new batch of folks, so to speak, right? That's what I think. That's what I'm saying. But I will say this. I do believe that there are people in Hollywood, right, that are talented, that have great ideas, okay? And, you know, because it's such a um, you know, they do so much gatekeeping over there though, that I could see how, because like off the rip, first of all, one of the first whistleblowers for gatekeeping was Mike Epps. Now, yes, it was lots of people before Mike Epps, but Mike Epps was one of the people who was like, hey, Hollywood be like not letting you eat sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. And he, for real, he was one of the first people to blow, like be a whistleblower when it comes to like, what's it called, y'all? What is it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That stuff that they always had said Cardi B used. Payola. Yeah, so to speak. He, Mike been speaking out about stuff like that. And with that being said, right, I could see how Mike is somebody that probably like been wanting to do stuff in Hollywood, but it's gay kept. You know what I'm saying? So that's that too. I'm not gonna just say like everybody and everything in Hollywood is burnt out. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But I do feel like, if I'm being real, I do feel like social media was the shift. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I feel like social media was the shift in Hollywood. Um, so like I don't think that it's like all the writers' fault and stuff like that. But again, I do think that it needs sprucing. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's no different than politics. Child, which y'all know I don't speak on. Truth is, y'all know I don't talk politics. But one thing that I can say about politics, and I don't mind saying, is that I think I find politics. Well, I find the political space. Let me say that. To be one of those places and spaces, y'all know. I find Hollywood to be like one of those places like that could benefit from like being spruced up. So in other words, it's one of those places where everyone is old to me. I think it needs a fresh set of eyes. You know, fresh set. You know, I think I also feel like it's one of those places that you use. You know, like it needs to be revamped. too, if I'm being real. You know, like for instance, you know how people be saying, they need to. In other words, you just the president is allowed to be too old to me. Yeah, no, truth is, I think they should change the age, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes. But like, yeah, just like that, I think Hollywood is one of those places too, you know. It is what it is. And I do think that social media was the huge shift, you know, for film, you know, in film, movies, you know, TV shows, stuff like that. I think, you know, the film took a huge hit, you know, when social media and blogs came around. But again, I feel like you come back that though with some of these new folks. You know, it is what it is. Some of these fresh people with fresh ideas. Because I can tell you right now, you know, I feel like I could confidently, you know what I'm saying, get with a good show right now. Yeah, no, truth is, it just is what it is, y'all. But y'all, again, y'all know it's nothing that I think I can't do. For real. Seriously, because I like, you want the truth? Y'all gotta be able to handle it. Now, y'all know I call myself writing up a movie. Child, I don't know when it was, but when I tell y'all, man, that idea came and went. Real. Like that's how, you know, um, creative I am, you know. Yeah, hell yeah. I was thinking about making me a little old, you know, a little old movie. A little old 1 2 1 2. But that's when I realized that man, that shit is harder than it looks, okay? Way harder. But that don't mean it can't be done, guys. So anyway. Hey, y'all. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I'm in the building. Hit the like button. No, when I tell y'all, we talking that new show, The Polygamist, right now. Man, when I tell y'all, that's a good ass show, though. It is. Believe me. Please believe me. It's a good show. Damn good show. They did that. But let me just say, because I got the gospel. That's how you know Blueface is putting on a damn good show, though. Yeah, now let's talk about it. That's how you know his show is pretty good too. Because you know, I feel like his stuff is running neck and neck. That's crazy. Um Now to me, for real, this is crazy. The only thing that makes them people show the polygamist to me, the only thing that really make their show better than his, how do is It's scripted. You know what I'm saying? That's it. The fact that it's scripted, baby. That's it. You know, because honestly, you know what I'm saying? Blueface shit. Blueface shit can be right a little on the sad side. You know, it is what it is. And I saw Carlissa say that that Pink Face is becoming a star. You know what I'm saying? See, that's crazy. That is crazy work, you know, but child, it's entertaining, you know what I'm saying, to some people. Um, and then for real, if I'm being real too, let me say this though too. And that's another thing too. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking, but I don't think every single thing that Blueface does is real by the way. Yeah, now truth is, let's talk about it. I believe his butt be following like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to explain. Because yes, I do think that his Blueface is real, you know, life and his real toxic self. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nah. Mm-mm. No. He be navigating a little script too. It just is what it is. Yeah, nah, truth is he do. He I feel like he manipulates stuff and he be controlling certain situations. Like for instance, you know, him being around Krishan, he knew that was gonna upset Nevaeh. He knew that that was gonna create some type of content, you know? Child, look, it just is what it is. And like, oh Lord, the content the content was funny. Okay, it just is what it is. It was funny. Baby, it did not disappoint. He, you know, he was child, he was having a funky good time letting the veil know that like, girl, you stuck. He is crazy. He's like, you stuck. That all that you talking about ain't nothing. But I will say this, you know, I said I thought Nevaeh was gonna be the one to give Blueface a run for his money. You know, and which that I still do kind of agree with, so to speak. But like, nah, child, Nevaeh ain't gonna be. She ain't gonna. Absolutely not. She not ready. It is what it is. I don't even know if Stunner Girl ready for the top clown. Okay, it just is what it is. Yeah, now truth is, I think possibly just because he's a guy, he's gonna be one step ahead. Yeah, nah, it just is what it is. He's gonna be one step ahead of these girls. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like Nevaeh is, you know, um, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hold on real quick. Hit the like button. Now I definitely think that Blueface is like way ahead of Nevaeh, 40 steps ahead as far as like when it comes to like, just content and life and stuff like that. Um Now when it comes to like just being in love with Blueface and stuff like that. No, I think Nevaeh is a couple of steps ahead of Jaden and Krishan in that aspect because I don't feel like she is madly in love with Blueface. You know what I'm saying? Um, but, but, um, being the fact that she got pregnant by him though, she's still in the same boat. It is what it is. Couple of steps ahead or not, she's still in the same boat with them same girls. Okay. Yeah, the ones that she talk about. That's what's crazy though. They all talk about each other. As if, they got a lot of room to talk. And I'll take it a step further. But Christian don't really do that much. For whatever reason. She'd already talked about Jaden. But child Jaden, I told y'all, Jaden is the only girl, okay, the only girl in the world that could really put Krishan in her feelings for real when it comes to Blueface. And like, listen, she demonstrated that. Blueface was with Jaden and the kids for Father's Day, you know, and yeah, Krishan was crying. You know what I'm saying? She got on the internet crying. Like crying. Real tears. Child, so again, a lovely mess. But anyway, they all in the same boat. But Stunner Girl, because like, listen, this is the thing. People be saying Stunner Girl ain't that much better. Like, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it because she still, it is what it is. But I do feel like she is light years ahead of them girls by like not getting pregnant. Child by, you know what I'm saying? Child the bye, you know. Um, and yeah, it is what it is. That's kind of where, she left all of them. Truth is, Stunner Girl drove the boat and then exited. It just is what it is. She drove the boat and then exited. The other girls, however, are like literally stuck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They stuck, right? Now they don't have to be, but they choosing to be. So it is what it is. They are seemingly choosing to be stuck on the boat, child. So anyway. Y'all hold on. I need to place y'all on a brief hold real quick. It won't be long, but y'all scoot up, get comfortable. Hit the damn like. Oh, I'm feeling a little sleepy and a little tired. But you know what else I'm feeling? Consistent. I'm feeling consistent. And like a motherfucking boss. Ask me how I feel. Oh, I love when Nipsey Hussle said that. It's so motivating. Hold on, y'all. Hit the like. It was so motivating. I love when he said that. But let me just say this too, real quick. With sidebar. Uh all my life. Been grinding all my life. Hey, I love that song. I sure do. I love that song. It's a great workout song. Speaking of working out, oh yeah, I feel like I'm back. Ugh. Never mind. Um, yeah, sidebar, that's a whole nother story. Let me get back to what I was trying to tell y'all. Yeah, now, because that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I likes that. That all my life. Been grinding all my life. I sure do. I like that. That's so I love that song. It's one of the songs I like to run to. Walk, run, jog, skip, run, hop. I like to do all of that shit. That there. Uh, look at that. Yeah, they stuck. They all stuck. Child, bye. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. But Nevaeh might want to start strategizing now, which I think she already has, honestly, but I just think whatever she thought ain't, just ain't no match for what Blueface be having going. It just is what it is. He be, man, he pretty much be trying to control his own narrative, the best he can. Um, some stuff he just can't control, but he tries his best, child. And I do feel like Stunner Girl is the only one that he couldn't have looking crazy. So he can go and quit talking about her. Cause just like the baby said on Baby's kids, he don't come around here no more. She don't Stunner Girl don't come around the circus. Quit playing. Yeah, no, truth is quit playing. She don't. I don't know. I think Stunner might have. I think she might have seized the moment, and that was about it. Stunner Girl seized the moment and got the TF. As she should, because I still ain't feeling the way she did Krishan. And then when you think about it too, I like the way Krishan. I can't explain it. Krishan kind of bounced up on life for real. She did. Um, it's hard to explain, but like people kept wanting her to get into little measly fights. And I don't know. She kind of took off on that, you know. Uh, gave all that fighting a purpose, and got a purse out of it. So shout out to her, and shout out to that. I'm really wondering what's gonna end up happening with Krishan though. Like I'm trying to figure out if she even really can go pro, or you know this is another lane almost, because it almost seems like I don't know, I can't explain it, but it almost seems like they got like a oh man, it's hard to explain, like a celebrity boxing lane, so to speak. It almost seems like they got something like that going. But I don't know. I don't see that lasting for forever. But then you have all this other stuff going on too. So I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. It's all confusing. But overall though, I wonder if she could even have a career for real. Or I mean I think she can. But I also know that she started late, in the boxing world. In the boxing world, Krishan is starting real late. We talk about that all the time. Um, somebody that starts as a teenager is real, real late to the party. You know what I'm saying? So imagine Man, Krishan is grown ass woman. She's doing things and she's learning things that people like Clarissa them been knowing for like over 15, 20 years already. So I don't know. You know, overall I don't really know, but it's a thought. It's definitely a thought and something to think about because a lot of people keep saying keep going, Christian, keep going, but like I know a lot of people keep telling her to keep going and stuff like that, but what if there's, not a lot of places to necessarily go to? I mean, I overall though, you know, put it like this. Overall, I think she can box. I just don't know where that all would, really have to start and stuff like that. Child, all the boxing people jump in my comments and let me know. Cause I know they be saying all kinds of stuff. They be saying they started in the amateurs and. So in other words, I just feel like Krishan hasn't necessarily took that leap yet, you know. Like I don't think she has officially signed probably and started her boxing career, so to speak. I think right now she's still like and I'm just, speculating because it ain't been a whole lot of clarity. Shit, it just is what it is. Ain't been a lot of clarification. Um, it seems like she just it's kind of like on the same thing Blueface was on. You know what I'm saying? Like doing celebrity boxing matches right now. Like that's what it's giving right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving I signed and I'm a boxer now. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like the old Christian is gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm boxing. And like, yeah, just I'm not saying and that's the thing. I'm not saying it like it's negative. I'm not saying it like it's positive. I'm just noting it. That's it. Just note it, putting it, what I'm saying, tucking it away. And my back pocket, but like, yeah, it's given like I don't know, it's given like it's not necessarily official, just yet. And so like, you know, from a a fan's perspective, it's like, well, damn, you don't really know what to think because 6 months or a year from now, the boxing can be just like a thing of the past, so I don't know. As a fan, you don't really know what to think. But anyway, let's get back to Blueface though, because that's what we talking about today. Um, Child, he just went right back to, you know, what he knows. And that was his content with Nevaeh. And honestly, if I'm being real, baby, he was not disappointed. He is so annoying. He is, like he is so annoying. You can't, and as an onlooker, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like just passing by looking, you can't help but like be like, shake your head, you know. Yeah, hold on, hit the like button. When we get back, we're gonna hear from Blue. When I get back, we're gonna hear from Blueface a little bit. I'm gonna find some of these clips. Excuse me, of him going off on Nevaeh yesterday. Hold on. Well, he wasn't really going off, honestly. Truthfully, he was just being Blueface. Y'all, hold on. It's your girl Shay Renee. I'll be right back. All right, now I'm back, y'all. And get what? Get what? Yeah, guess what? Listen to this. I've been on a paper chase. I've been putting it in their face. And you know everything's greener. No, you know everything's seener. Popping ish with a purpose. Now 911, I'm getting service. Come on. And you know everything's seener. You know everything's greener. 911, I'm getting service. Yeah, I'm popping ish with a purpose. Huh? And you know everything's greener. You know everything's seener. So shout out to that. Hit the like button. It's all green. So shout out to that. Now you know if I was or wasn't coming on camera today, child, I guess I didn't feel like it. I guess I didn't feel like it. Like a mother boss asked me how I feel. I love when Nipsey Hussle said that. All my life, been grinding all my life. Y'all hold on. Let me find um some of these clips about Blueface. Y'all. Hold on one. Yeah, Nevaeh told Blueface all he do is sit in that chair. Oh, I wish he would have called the chair musty. Oh, I wanted her to call it musty so bad, child, what she did. Oh, Nevaeh, Nevaeh, you missed your time to shine. It's okay. You'll get another. Trust me, you'll get another. But anyway, hold on. So here's a clip of him basically getting upset with her for her saying she tired. You know what I'm saying? She done got tired of him and his stuff. What? Hold on. Oh, there is questions on here. Hello? I just sent you the PDF. What is that? The thing. Well, I just sent you. Go fucking read it. Like, there's nothing to fucking hide. What the fuck you guys on TikTok for? Oh, you're in the chat? I'm like literally watching this shit. Like, okay, you're amusing. I'm gonna watch it. I'm just watching you talk shit about me. That's all I'm watching you. Oh, yeah. Haven't been there in a month. Like, what would be my purpose of being there right now if you're like all around? Okay, so if you're not here, I don't want to hear you tired. If you're not here, I don't want to hear you tired. What do you mean? You ain't put in no work. How you tired? You ain't did shit for me. How you tired? What do you mean? I'm just tired of the bullshit. You always talk about me when you go no. When you go live. Like, because you are my fucking content right now. You my bitch. You help me do what I do. So that means talk bad about me? If you doing bad, yes, that's what it means. How about you do something right? How about when I tell you not to do some dumb shit, you decide to say, hey, all he's gonna do is call me a dumbass online for doing this dumb shit. Let me just do it. Well, like I said, I'm not going on live and bashing you, and that's what the fuck they want me to do. You are bashing me. I'm bashing you. The things that you are tied up in are bashing me. These fucking questions I'm reading are bashing me. That you're tied in today's life is not bashing you. What? Like bashing yourself. What? What do you mean? What? So I should go Yeah, they said that was Nevaeh be so bothered by Christian. I told y'all that's the order of things. Child. That's the but Christian don't care. Christian don't care. She don't care. She don't care. She don't really care too much about Nevaeh. So everybody, a lot of people feel like Nevaeh might have backfired. In other words, Blueface used Nevaeh kind of to get back at Krishan, and it ain't what he think. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been what he think. So to me, he been trying to make the best of having Nevaeh. It just is what it is. And did y'all hear how he called her content in that clip right there? Child, he just straight up said, "You're my content. You're my you know." The golden retriever, child, in other words, but he called her something else. Hold on, y'all. Child, my bad, y'all. Y'all know this man live on stream. Yeah, he do. Child, so it's so many clips. I should have saved the ones that um, you know, because it was one in particular where, he had me laughing. I ain't gonna lie, he had me laughing, child. And I tries ugh, not to laugh. I mean, it just is what it is. It don't always be funny. Hold on, y'all. Here, you tired of doing nothing, huh? Hold on, but this is one of the clips that went viral yesterday of him talking to nobody. What? I said you tired of doing nothing, huh? Tired of doing nothing? What do you mean? You just said you do nothing. You have nothing to do, and then you just said I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this. This is nothing to me. Having to argue with you through the phone for straight in the ear. Like, what? Stressful. You do this. I have to hear myself later. You do this. I have to see clips later. Good. I'm glad, because I'm hoping when this shit happens and you look at it, you can kind of reconstruct yourself. Look how negative you are. Look at the shit that you're saying. Look what's coming out your mouth. It's me, huh? I guess it's me too. I mean, put all the blame on me. Every 2 months. King Neville Harris said the Bible pillows were arriving June 16th. Now you want to bring up the pillows, y'all. He got mad.
Hate to break it to you, but she fucking lies. Probably said that because you guys made her do what all bitches do. Lie.
He was mad. Somebody said she said the Bible pillows was coming, and they ain't there yet. He said, "Well, I guess she lied." He seemed a little irritated. Blueface is something else.
Let me call this bitch though. She ain't clocked in a minute. I'm sorry, the person you were trying to.
Now he blocked.
Let's see. I'm gonna send a text and see if it goes through. Hey, you dumbass bitch. I love your little stupid ass. But sometimes just be doing some dumbass nut ass shit, bitch.
This one here is crazy, y'all.
Get this shit together.
He's something else.
Annoying because she's just a suspicious ass person. Like she the type, like she all in your phone like this. She all in nigga phone like your phone ringing, bitch all like this. Then she so this what she do.
He talk about the man.
I'll get a car, text or something. Oh, you leaving somewhere? Where are you going? Okay. I know you're going somewhere. Someone in the school called you, and I see you. And I'll be like, see, now that was gonna.
Blueface is crazy. Hold on, y'all. Cause they just not coming on with it. Hold on. And shout out to hold on. Hold on. Shout out to Everything Entertainment. That's one of my sources. And he had basically put up a good video. So shout out to him and his content. I like his content. Hold on, y'all. Cause yeah, everybody else. I mean, these other little clips is just like they wasn't giving. Hold on, real quick though. Y'all scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. I'll be
was a fucking dumbass, and that her past would just be in the fucking closet, and she would just run off into the fucking sunset with
He
me.
talking about Nevaeh.
Like I'm just a dumb motherfucker who just is like, oh, I love you. I don't care about your past. I don't care about the 1,000 dicks you sucked. Let's go. No, bitch, I care. I'm a man with means. I have shit going on. I'm a different type of guy. I care about all that shit.
Now let's
This ain't no
go.
motherfucking Nobel Prize. When you go buy a house, they want to know your credit history.
Child, not let's go. Blueface is crazy. I think he talking about them like her lie detector test, and it just is what it is. I think he, you know what I'm saying? Again, he real strategic, you know, and know how to manipulate stuff. He finally, you know, addressing how he feel about the stuff that Nevaeh be doing.
When you go buy a car, they want to know your credit history, or else you can't get that fucking car or that fucking house. If your past credit is
But he been quiet all this time. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Eh, Yeah, now truth is he waited all this time to start saying this.
that's me, bitch. I'm the house. I'm the car. So if your credit is fucked, it's okay. We can work with that, but you gonna admit that your credit is fucked, and you gonna look yourself in the eye. You may be a little ashamed, but you're gonna face the fucking truth until you've went a good amount of time changing it. Shout out to Cat 227. She thinks it's the end of it when she has this baby. This is just the beginning, bitch. I hope you're watching. This is just the beginning. It's gonna get harder. And the more that you become vulnerable to the idea of, oh, I'm tired, I need to go out and shake my ass or suck a dick or go fuck somebody just to feel like it's only gonna get harder, bitch. The only way that this could get easier for Nevaeh is if she goes a year to 2 years without fucking up her credit. She has to make us forget about this shit. And the only way we're gonna forget about this shit is over time.
You hear?
Right now, I'll give her from January of 2026 till now, which is probably roughly 5 or 6 months. $10. So she got it. $10. If the baby ISMT yours. The dick in 2 years, huh? I like that shit. You ain't fucked a nigga in 2 years? I like that shit.
Baby, he told her it's only gonna get harder from here. He said, "You think when you had that baby, it's the end? It's only the beginning." Oh Lord, people thought that was so funny, y'all. Oh my God. Now he talk about. Now he said, "You talk about you done. You just get started." Oh, that was so funny, y'all. Oh, it was so funny. I mean, it's sad, but it's funny too, child. I'm like, oh. I said, Jada. He been around Christian. Listen, I guess cause he been around Christian, y'all, he probably he fighting for his life now. Now he probably fighting out all them little chicken bone spells. The man was allegedly putting on him, child. Too funny. That boy is funny. He is a mess. Yeah, no, truth is a mess. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they gonna do. But one thing I will say about Nevaeh, you know what I'm saying? She said it. She said that Blueface likes to, basically like manipulate his women and have them arguing and tripping and stuff with each other. And that's what she was kind of trying to tell him, that she over and she done with it. Yes, like that's what it's giving. Ain't nobody gonna have a good time. Child, I don't know why y'all keep going to his party. Baby, ain't nobody gonna have a good time. Shit, at this point, not even Blueface. And then I take it a step further, y'all. You know how, okay, Blueface keep taking these pictures, right? And I'm like, like, I know I'm not the only one. Like, what is it? It's something about the eyes. Like, I'm like, do this boy be having on white eyeliner? Did he get some white eyeliner tattooed in his eyes? It's something, because y'all know people be playing with their eyes online. It just is what it is. He wearing black eyeliner. Child, it's something, right? It's not just the tattoos. It's not. And then people always be talking about, look at the eyes, look at the eyes. I feel them though. I feel them, but I don't know why. I feel like he did something to his eyes. I could be wrong though. I could be. Ah, I don't know. It's given though. Yeah, it's given. He did something to his eyes, child, which is a mess. That's a mess inside of a mess. One, why would you tattoo your face like that? That's crazy as hell. Seek help. Yeah, now truth is just please go talk to the lady. I want to see you do it. I ain't lying. I'm with Christian. For real, like, man, please, like, yes, Father God. Blueface, man, go to God. You know what I'm saying? Just, go to God. For real, I'm with Christian on that. Listen, you ain't wrong when you're right. It is what it is. She was trying to bring the gospel. Period. And that for that I'm not mad at her. Shoot, it is what it is. She tried, but him, why would you do that? Now I'm back on that. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. I will say this though. I think sometimes people can do stuff and they just be so embarrassed, for the reasoning that they won't ever tell us. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever reason Blueface did his face like that, honestly, I do not think we're gonna get a real answer. Maybe later, when he an old man with silvers on his, yeah, when you know what I'm saying, yeah, silver's crawling in and out of everywhere in his body, silver gray hair. Then, you know what I'm saying, he'll keep it real. I don't know. I don't know, So I just think that sometimes, but honestly, ain't nothing wrong with it either, too. That's that too. Like everybody don't need to know everything. So that's that. But I think his real reasoning for tatting up his face like that, we'll never know the reason. So anyway, but shout out to Blueface though. Shout out to him though, because although listen, it is what it is. All of that aside, he is a human. At the end of the day, I feel like he's just like everybody else. He trying to find his way out here. And then speaking of that though, too, when I just thought about why we'll never know certain stuff. Yeah, truth is, let me just say this. Yeah, now because I got to. Hey, hey, shout out to that. Um, y'all, what I've been thinking lately, did I tell y'all? I don't even know if I told y'all, but when it comes to Diddy, right? The whole Diddy situation, I'm just, you know, after the tape came out with Diddy, right? Now I don't know. I just don't know. That's a whole nother story for another day. I guess we could talk about that on another day. Yeah, put just yeah, I guess just put a period there. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to circle the block on that though, y'all. So it's definitely something. And I don't know if I already told y'all, and if I did, good. But if I haven't already, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, no, truth is, we just gotta talk about that because it's something I want to tell y'all about it. There's something on my mind. It's been on my mind, child. So anyway, but shout out to all of that. Uh, and then what else is going on these internet streets? I think that's about it, y'all. Truth is, it ain't that much going on besides, it is what it is. I see what's going on. Blueface be rotating them girls. He do. Hold on. But he be rotating them like tires. Yeah. And yeah, hold on, I'll be right back at the light button. I'm in the Child, I'm back. And you know everything greener. So hit the like button. Um, yeah, and shout out to that. Yes, all green. Green flags. What we doing? Playtime over this the big league. Go! Playtime over this the big league. Go! Hello. Speaking of that, child, tell me why. I know. Yeah. Shout out to that. Tell me why Ari was talking about she didn't got into a scuffle in New York. I don't know why I don't believe Ari. I don't. Somebody was like, man, she kind of bumped her leg. Um, light skin problems. I don't know why I just don't believe Ari talking about some uh she got into a scuffle. Especially because they don't even people with little dust, they don't even do stuff like that because y'all know how they be. Child, for legal purposes, they'll turn into Tasha K right quick. Everything is allegedly, even my name. Child, if I had put a spin, I if I had put a spin on that. And I was thinking the other day, what did I say when I said that? I was like, damn, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Yeah. But I forgot. I don't even know. I be doing so much funny shit sometimes. Yeah, now truth is that's what I do. Um I wish I knew. Hey, I wish I knew you. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I think I'm about to go. Yeah, I know I don't want to leave, but I think I gotta go right now. Mm, mm. Oh. Anyway, what was I finna tell y'all? I was finna tell y'all a little something. Yeah, I want to go to this store, but I just feel like it's so far. Like, I don't know. I didn't got like that. Yeah, no. Truth is, I think that's the only. Like I tell you a lot of time, I love getting out and about. I love going shopping. Still, I love the atmosphere that comes with shopping. But okay, so for that, with that being said, I'm not an online shopper. No. No. Like I don't shop online. That's not my thing. Like it is so rare for me to make online purchases. It's crazy insane. Well, I just don't do that. I just pull up and go. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, like now I'm getting to the point where I don't even feel like driving to places. Yeah, no, truth is, especially like if it's just one store. Like for instance, I need to go to this one store clean way across town. And now that I'm thinking about it, I was on that side yesterday. Not that far out, but I was close enough to where I should have did that. And it's getting to the point now where like that's what's going on. Like I'm realizing like, yeah. And I hate that. To me it just comes with like, I don't know, I guess being away from everything, so to speak, which can a little can kind of be on the annoying side. Especially because like that's why my weekends be so flooded and so busy because um during the week, although I have time to do a lot of stuff, I don't want to. Like no, my schedule is pretty much set. I pretty much do what I like to do routinely. So that's just always a dilemma, y'all. But it is the summertime too. So that's that. And my routine is a little off. so to speak. Uh, yeah, no, it's crazy. Yesterday I was just thrown. I just felt like I was thrown into the day, if that makes sense. But it's all good though. I'm not complaining. Just basically telling y'all how I feel. Shit. But yeah, no, it's getting to the point where like I can. It's getting to the point where I could like let's say I want something. It could be anything. Some earrings, right? And I'll go to the store with the earrings and forget them. You know what I'm saying? And be like just when I get home because I live so far away from everything. It feels like now, and that's annoying. Try that is so annoying. Like to the 10th power. Like for instance, the mall. Whenever I go back to the mall, I need to be on point because it's like so much stuff that I want to do when I go back to the mall. It's not just going to be a shopping experience for me. I got all kinds of shit that I need to do too, Um, on top of, get everything that I've been meaning and planning to get while I'm there. Honestly, it's like I need a little list. For real, for real. I need to just start making lists, you know, because I always leave a store without everything I needed. And that just grinds my gears, child. It do. Uh, so anyway, I don't know though. I'll see how the rest of the week is going. I actually wanted to just get a breather this week. Get back to you know, that summertime vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like just out and about, sweating. Yeah, well, I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, yeah, all of that. I let the kids have a funky good time next week, but this week right here, I'm trying to take it slow a little bit. I don't know. That don't mean that I'm not gonna take them anywhere to do anything, but I don't know. It ain't gonna be nothing like that. Cause I feel like that's what I want to do this week. Shit, with this week in particular, I just want to chill and get a breather because you know y'all know how I go when you got kids. You know what I'm saying? They be having way more energy than me, and like yeah, they gonna wanna you know do stuff. It just is what it is. Which I'm here for it. Shout out to that. I'm here for it. But we definitely been doing stuff, so um yeah. In other words, I want to. Yeah, for real. Long story short, I want to do some ripping and running this week, but I don't know if I'm gonna do any ripping and running this week because the way my body feels and my mind is just like I don't really want to. Um So yeah, I'm hoping to hit the reset button. hmm Truth is, hoping to hit the reset button. Um, Shoot, I guess actually starting today, and Monday will be new, and I'll have to see what my schedule is looking like, and put some things on it. You know, It is what it is. For next week. Yeah, for next week. Um, but yeah, that's how I like to live my life, baby. But I'm gonna slow down, like Bobby B said, just so it won't get too chaotic, child, cause it can, like it really, really can. But anyway, shout out to that. And shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for listening, okay, and coming through. And shout out to you for hitting that like button. Um, shout out to you for just being. Just being. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for that. You ain't gotta hit the like. Although I appreciate it when you do. You ain't gotta be a good person, although I appreciate it when you do. Listen, you just gotta just be, you know. Shout out to you for that. We don't never get no shout outs for that. You know what I'm saying? But we just did. Okay. Shout out to us all. Just for being. No titles. No deeds involved. Just me, damn it. That's it. Just me. Lord. It's a feeling. It's a good ass feeling. But anyway, y'all. It's your girl Shay Renee. I came, I saw, I conquered. We did that damn thing. I might not come back later. I don't know, but if not, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Shout out to that. And Sharon Day, I'm on go. Hit the like and let them know. You know everything's greener. You know everything's greener.